sweet friends. So you guys seem to really enjoy the story that I wrote for you guys a couple days ago, so I thought that I would write another one. So this story has children book vibes, so I hope you enjoy it. Tested it out on my 13-year-old daughter and she liked it, so hopefully you guys do too. Once there was a squirrel named Benedict. He lived with his wife Lucy and 3 wonderful children, Maddie, Mark, and Millie. They lived in a large oak tree on the very edge of Farmer Bill's farm. The farm was a very busy place. There were chickens with their eggs, cows to be milked, corn and wheat, fields to be planted and harvested. And of course, there was Benedict's favorite part, the vegetable garden. Benedict sat for hours watching Mrs. Farmer tend to the vegetable garden, pulling weeds and spreading compost that she had made herself from kitchen scraps. Springing up in row after row were many kinds of vegetables: eggplants, zucchini, tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, pumpkins, lettuce, and many others. Benedict often commented to Lucy that Farmer Bill and Mrs. Farmer were the most considerate people to plant so much food for them to eat. Lucy would sleepily agree, her belly full from the bounty that Benedict had brought home from Mrs. Farmer's garden. The triplets already snoring softly with rounded bellies. One day, Benedict arrived to inspect the garden, but he got a whiff of something, or rather someone, he had never smelled before. Benedict went on high alert, nose twitching and whiskers vibrating. "Hello," said a lazy voice behind him. Benedict gulped and spun around. The voice belonged to a gray cat. "Hello," said Benedict nervously. He had heard of cats. His mother had warned him that cats were dangerous and not to be trusted. The cat smiled. "I'm Tom." "Benedict," he replied, eyeing him unblinkingly. The cat nodded. "I just moved here. Mr. and Mrs. Farmer need me to deal with the mice problem in the chicken coop. And then there's the squirrel issue in the garden. I've never seen a squirrel. Have you? I'm not sure what they look like." Benedict swallowed hard. "Nope, I've never seen one. I think you must be mistaken. We don't have a squirrel problem here." I gotta go." "See ya, Benny," Tom called. "We need to hang sometime." "Yeah," Benedict called, not turning back. He had no plans of associating with a cat. "What will we do?" cried Lucy when Benedict told her about Tom. "We shall starve. Your beautiful children will wither away to nothing." Benedict eyed her voluptuous figure, thinking there was no danger of her starving anytime soon. Instead, he said, "We have a week's worth of food stored here. We will figure this out. The main thing is the triplets cannot leave the nest, not while Tom is on the farm." A few days later, food was running low, and Benedict knew he would have to scavenge for food. He made his way quietly down the oak tree and slinked to the vegetable garden. No sign of Tom. He hopped the fence and began to load himself with vegetables as quickly as he could manage. A bit of this and a bit of that. His arms filled up quickly, so he began stuffing food in his cheeks. "Benny," Tom called behind him. "Where you been, buddy? I thought a squirrel got you." "Nope," Benedict said around the food in his face. "All good." He finished giving the thumbs up and realizing he had dropped all of the supplies when Tom had startled him. "Oh man, sorry buddy. Here, let me help you," Tom said, starting to pick up the dropped vegetables and load up Benedict's arms. "Thanks," Benedict jittered and skittered over the fence. Over the next few weeks, Tom helped load up Benedict with vegetables and sent him on his way. Benedict began to feel guilty for deceiving Tom. He had helped him so much over the last few weeks. He decided to come clean. He found Tom waiting for him at the garden. When Benedict told him the truth, he smiled, and with a twinkle in his eye, he said, "I know. I've known you're a squirrel from the beginning. But I also think that just because you're a squirrel and I am a cat doesn't mean that we can't be friends." And that is how a squirrel became friends with a cat. I hope you guys enjoyed this little short story. I've always thought it would be fun to write children's stories, so I gave it a little bit of a try. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys in the next one.